Hi, Zizaran here with another video, and this is a PoE Uni thing that's going to focus on boss kills. Now, it's going to be very long, but we will timestamp each boss, and we'll probably also just upload longer fights individually, so you can search for those alone, just for YouTube content. But this is going to be a very long video covering basically every long boss fight, all the really, really hard ones. So, enjoy the show. We are actually going to intentionally die a few times here. We're going to show the rippiest thing. Honestly, I should have done all the bosses on standard, because I feel like you can learn a lot by showing what's the most dangerous things. Also, on this build, look how much the degen does. Oh my god. I didn't even think it would do that much. But like, that's what killed this character. I was looking at chat, and that killed me. It's so much better to do this on standard because then I can explain. So we're gonna die 3 times to this. I actually really want to see if this thing can tank the meteor. The degen is insta-kill for 99% of players. Yep. You can tank the beam, but they're very expensive builds. Alright, let's go under it. We're gonna die 2 more times on this fight. So I think... Okay, that doesn't do that much damage to this build. But the Rain of Stars you really want to avoid on any build. We're just going to get him to the last stage because that's the main thing. I also really want to face tank the meteor. Really want to face tank the meteor. I don't remember the map. First stage is very, very easy. The only thing that can kill you is Rain of Stars. The Die Beam doesn't do that much damage to most builds. The scariest thing is that it gives Corrupting Blood, so you really want to have Corrupting Blood immunity. Which I think this character has. I think. I'm not sure. I think I am Corrupting Blood immune. In this stage, you really want to just avoid the ground effect and then run under him when you can. Be careful about the circle when that's close to him. You don't want to run under that. And then now he's going to start doing the meteor. We are going to try to face tank that, because it would be really cool if we can face tank that. I don't think I can. Okay, hit me! No, I can't. Not even the champion. Not even the champion. Maybe with VMS up, but probably not then. It does a lot of damage. I had a Necromancer that could tank it. You might need Molten Shell to tank it. Yeah, I had a Necromancer with insane defenses that could tank it. I don't think my Hoa could tank it. Oh, and my Righteous Fire could tank it. But that was like immortal. It never died. It's still alive. On my Righteous Fire, I killed your brother while playing with my mouse on my my foot on my mouse instead of my hand. It's that easy. It's immortal. He might have crit. Try again. Nah, I don't think I can face tank it on this. Maybe with Molten Shell up, but... So, be careful when running close to the clouds to trigger him. And then we're going to show... There's going to be one more death. Well, I might not die to it, but I want to show how dangerous it is. The Die Beam obviously does nothing on this. Corridors you just blink out of. The corridors are pretty bad. You can stay in them. We can show that next time we meet corridors. And the Die Beam, most builds counter this by either having high block, spell suppression, or something like that, and then face tanking it. And being able to face tank the Die Beam makes the fight so much easier. So you can do this as well. This is another way. I think that's the way they want you to do it, but you should just like teleport out. You should just teleport out. And again, when Sirus teleports, he'll like look in that direction before teleporting there. So it always shows you where he's teleporting. See how much damage it does? It was like barely close to it there, dude. Okay, we have one more stage. I'm always scared of Rain of Stars. That's like the #1 ability you never want to underestimate. Especially since we're not crit immune on this. And again, if one crits, they all crit. That's why it's so bad. The last stage is the one that has the most explaining to do. And the Die Beam, again, you really want to be ideally ailment immune, but at least Corrupting Blood immune. I will only in a very, very tight race do this fight without Corrupting Blood immune. And if I do Corrupting Blood immune, I will have Bleed immunity on all my flasks. Every single one. And normally, for most fights or most builds, I will just bring in 4 life flasks for this, so I can spam life flasks. Utility flasks don't really matter much in a fight that's this long. Last stage. Is CB included in ailments? It is non-elemental ailment. You can get it on Valing Jewels, and you can get it from a mastery. There. So, now the Die Beam becomes scarier and will start following you. It'll trace you. And again, the Meteor Mace, it's better to explain now in third stage. You'll see that there's like red sprinkles showing you where to go. It'll be like sparks or whatever. Here, you can hear him, so he's... Okay, I heard wrong. It's the last... Wherever he spawns last, he spawns the opposite of that. Notice how I always try to go towards him? That's because you want to be close to him, so you can walk behind him like that. We'll see when he spawns again now. Or next time he does it. He'll do it after this, I guess. So that was like the last place he spawned was up there. In this quad stage, you want to like do the majority of the damage here, and try as soon as he does the Die Beam, Flame Dash straight through him, because he like turns very slowly. Next time he does this attack, I'm gonna show why you want to avoid the beam at all costs. Why you want to avoid the beam at all costs. That is the scariest thing. Here. And he'll always fire right before the last word. Right, now we're probably going to die. I'm going to show you. 10% increased damage per stack. So now I'm taking 70% more damage and I'm slower. I honestly thought I would die to that. But I'm very tanky. Even getting 2 stacks, most people want to log out. Very, very scary. And you can just teleport right before each time, and it's generally okay. Whenever he's off screen, that's when he's like really scary. That's why you see that I'm always trying to travel towards him. We can show like what it looks like when you're not. God damn it. Do it again. My dude. My dude. Alright, let's stay down here. Damn it. Just do the Die Beam. See, like this kills people a lot, being that far off screen when he does the Die Beam. So try to stay on top of him all times. And again, he shows you where he's teleporting before teleporting. Like there, you saw him look to the left and then teleport there. And then just like walk behind him, and then that's kind of how you avoid it. And he always fires on the last word when he's talking. Also want to be really, really careful about the degens. I think the Meteor Mace clears those. But the degens on the ground, like, eliminate your max stress and stuff. And give you a really bad degen. Maybe not. Wait, how do you clear the degens? I usually just kill them so fast I never have to bother. I genuinely don't know how to clear them. Can you clear the degens? disappears after a while, does it? I thought they just like was the soft enrage like Shaper. Meteor and you can spawn the fire circle in the same place. It's deterministic. Oh. Well, the meteor doesn't clear them. We just had a meteor there. I think they're more of a soft enrage. I usually just kill him fast enough. And he's a very, very slow soft enrage. Now you could call him. This is a callable boss. Hey, you got a helmet and a watchstone. I'll just leave everything on the ground and you can come get it. I can't put up a portal though. How do your flasks refill? That's a great question. So one of the nicest things for doing boss fights is this. Replenishing remedies. 2 life flasks and 2 mana flasks per 3 seconds. So, Veritania has a couple of different attacks, kind of annoying for Spectres, but you can generally stand under here and just move like this, and she won't hit you. If you stand completely still, she probably will hit you. She does like a left wing attack, a right wing attack, and then she will do a both. That, if you stand under her, you will instantly die. Trust me, I've tried. This, you just like run around, and then doesn't really do anything if you're cold immune, obviously. Slow you a bit if you're not, and then she'll have a slam. That's pretty much it. The Conquerors are very, very, very simple. Maybe nextly, once we have them as maps, I will show, like, make a video for all the 4 new Conquerors. Right, so this is Drox. He has a few kind of scary abilities. We'll get him down to like half or something. First, you can just nuke him down. He has a few different voice lines that are very important. That one, Lawbreaker, is one of the most important ones. That is one of the main things. It's called Fist of Law, I think, and Lawbreaker. And they're the main ones that can kill you. When he is inside one of these, he has like very high damage reduction. You basically can't kill him. Hand of Justice, that's it. Hand of Justice and Lawbreaker. So that's like the voice lines. Oh, is it Weight of Law? That's the main thing that can kill you. I don't think it does anything to my build, but it'll kill most people. Yeah, it doesn't do anything to me. But it will one-shot most people. Other than that, he'll do Your Sentence is Death, which will start throwing loads of smaller fists everywhere. They don't really do that much, but for squishy builds with no fist mitigation, they can be annoying. And now that he's close to 50%, he will go in his stage here. He will just have crazy damage reduction and start summoning monsters. Now you're just free to DPS him. Do be scared of the monsters, though. Some of the ones with hammers, those can be kind of scary. We'll stop DPSing him a little bit more in the next stage so you can see more. Just gotta get him out of this. There. The flags also do a lot of damage when they're placed. They do nothing to this character. Now, so there's a few different ways. You can kite him and try to get him to a spot where there is never a flag. That can be annoying, but it is doable. Or if you have a build that's able to kill the flag at the same time as him, that's what I can do on this build. But you want to make sure that the flags are down or he's never going to die. And once you've killed all the flags, he's usually going to re-summon them. But either kite him to like, one of these spots, like here, or make sure you have the flags down. Right. So, let's damage him a little bit so he does moves. His auto attack is crazy because even the initial attack will do so much damage. This will start draining your mana and degenning you. And then he has a slam. He normally doesn't do the slam first, but he absolutely can. Somebody had told me, Ziz, you can always stand there and DPS him because he never slams first. That was a lie and almost killed me. Because he like screams atone and I'm like, oh my god, he's slamming me. So he says, atone or sinners must be punished for the slam. And you just want to, well, don't face tank it. This beam attack, that can all hit you while they're mid-air. Because they do a lot of damage even without the explosion. So sometimes you'll see clips of people just like getting insta-gib. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Just be scared of the degen and try to recognize the different voice commands so you can stand there and do damage when he's not slamming. Faithless is the not slam. So then you can just like burst him down. Easy games become very hard. Okay, dude, that's toxic. Right, let's get him to the second stage. So the first stage, you just burst him down. It's very whatever. Now, a couple of things happen. And actually, in this stage, you can completely avoid doing damage. Look how much damage is in the middle pool. It's so much degen. And the most important thing here is circles are life. You literally... I don't think you can die if you do this. We see streamers die to this all the time. But I don't think you can die if you do this. So you don't need to damage him in this stage at all. And this stage, the snakes do a lot of damage too. And now, the degen in the middle is going to go away. And now, he can't kill you. He doesn't really have any dangerous moves. He has that slam. You know, just don't stand in the slam. He has some auto attacks. And just very avoidable hits. You literally... I remember you dying in this stage. Did I? Maybe I died once at this stage. There's no reason to. Anyway, and now you can just burst him down again. And like, if you, yeah, avoid the degen. He'll keep swapping between the stages. He'll keep swapping between the stages. And in this stage, I would avoid doing damage. I would avoid doing damage in this stage.